Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi, everybody, and welcome to our show. Thank you all for being here on this lovely Tuesday. Say hello to Mr. HP, my producer.
Hi, everybody.
And my honey.
Hi, everybody.
My honey producer.
HP, in the place to be.
We are, of course, live on YouTube and Facebook. So if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to our channel or like our page if you like to watch on Facebook. And we are live. So send us questions and comments and feedback. Love with some hearts and some thumbs up. We love to see and hear what you think of our show. Share with your friends. If you know somebody that you think would love our shows, for some quilting love, tips, and inspiration, let them know. Tell them where to find us.
Mm-hmm. And give them some love and hearts, too.
Yeah, come on. And so, if we, of course, have a live giveaway every show, we ask you a question at the end of the show, and you can answer it. You're entered automatically into a giveaway, which we'll announce next week on the show. So please hang out with us to the end of the show.
Yeah, why not?
Lots to share today. Lots to share. Yeah. Some fun community stuff. But let's start with our quilts on the set. I have my dangerous quilt behind me, one of my dangerous quilts that I made initially, because next week is going to be our last block for the dangerous block of the month that we've been doing all year.
Already?
Yes.
Wow.
And on the other side, I have one of my Tilda quilts from last year, the Christmas Holly quilt, and I love it. It's almost time to bring it out. So.
Okay.
Excuse me. Last week's winner.
You didn't tell them about my quilt.
I'm sorry.
You're so messed up.
I think I need to go get some water. Why don't you show them your quilt? I'm going to grab my water bottle.
This is my, not that button. Yeah, producer's quilt, Kimberly quilt, everybody. I'm gonna take up a little time here. My background is all jacked up while she go get some water. It's all, okay, all right, yeah.
Here I come.
She's back. You didn't want to hear what I gotta say. See ya.
I think it's great. So Kimberly is one of our, this one is in Stripology, Mixology 3. Very easy to do, great for 10-inch squares or just some scraps. Mm-hmm. I swear this quilt looks great in any colorway. We did a quilt along with it a while back when the book came out. So, but it's a classic. It's a classic. It's a great one to just make those fabrics shine, and it's a great one for if you just got really scrappy stuff going on.
Yep, agreed.
Okay, our winner from last week. Mm-hmm. We asked you, this was kind of fun, what is one item on your bucket list? I think most of the answers were about travel, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Because I said most of my bucket things are all travel, places I want to be, things I want to experience. It's all experiences and travel. So nothing wild and crazy. Just about food and wine and travel.
Yeah, low-key chill stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Someone said they wanted to jump out of an airplane or something.
Yeah, there was some of that, some climbing some mountains, and bungee jumping.
Yeah, it might stay in the bucket.
It might stay in the bucket for you. Is that in the bucket for you?
Oh no,
that's not on my list either.
I think I jump out of a plane every day.
Sitting there in that seat with the inconsistency of technology. But let's tell everybody who was our winner, though.
Okay.
Random draw. Our winner from last week is.
Let's get a little drum roll. And
let's see. Lynn Fisher. Congratulations, Lynn. You've won a gift card. So just email us at help@gequiltdesigns.com. Make sure when you're emailing us, help@gequiltdesigns.com. I know a lot of you have been trying to get a hold of us because of all the things we got going on. And we found out that a lot of folks were missing the quilt in the email. So that's also our website, Designs.
Okay.
With an S. All right. So congrats, Lynn. You will get your gift card in the email. You can go shopping. All right. So we have lots to talk about. I have a lot of updates and some fun things to share, photos, slideshows, yes, videos.
Come on.
But let's start with tip of the day, everybody's favorite. So today I have a little tip. I mean, it's about half square triangles, something we make a lot of. I've been making a lot because we just kicked off the Tilda quilt-alongs and I was filming those videos. So I've been making a lot of small half square triangles. And if you use the method in the Master Your Stripology Rulers book, making 8 at a time, here are some great tips for you. If you are using the Master Your Stripology Rulers book to make 8 half square triangles at a time, which saves you a lot of time because you start with 2 big squares and you end up making 8 half square triangles, trimming 1 bigger or 2 bigger hourglass units or quarter square triangles instead of many little ones. I have a little tip for you. So if your blocks or your units, your half square triangle units, in your pattern call for them being pressed all in the same direction. For example, I'm making a lot of these 1.5 inch half square triangles. They all need to be pressed away from the background, which is this blue plaid here. Normally when I do quarter square triangles, I like to press them by spinning the seams and open up the centers to lessen my bulk. But of course, using this technique, this is going to be cut apart twice. So if I were to do that, to trim it and cut it apart here, that would mean that I would have 2 half square triangles that I would have to change the direction of the pressing. So just to show you how that works with the technique is we trim the quarter square triangle, and then we cut it down the middle to create the half square triangles. So just like this. And so here I have one that's pressed towards the background, and here's another one. So I would have to take these and repress 2 of them every single time. Not to mention when we do press by spinning, it takes a little bit longer. So instead, what I do when I know I need to do that, I have my sewn units here ready to press. I just press them in one direction. So this way, even though it feels like it's creating a lot of bulk, but just know that we are going to be trimming it apart. Now, once we trim it and cut it apart, after this, you will end up with 4 units where there's only one that I need to switch the direction. Here's my one that I need to switch the direction. You will notice there's a little bit of fabric stuck in the seam, so I just pluck that out to lessen my bulk. And then this would be the only half square triangle per 4 that I need to switch directions. The only other thing, one of them is going to have just a little bit of fabric inside the seam here, which I'm going to remove too. You'll feel it right away. My tweezers. And now I have 4 perfect half square triangles, tiny ones, and I saved a lot of time by just pressing one direction and ready to go into my product. So there it is. It's a tiny little tip. But when you have to make hundreds of those little guys, making 8 at a time, first of all, just cutting 2 big squares to start with instead of all those little ones, and then trimming and having to only flip one seam, it makes a huge difference. It really does. So I just wanted to share that as I was making those. Okay, so let's move on. If you have any questions on The technique, of course, I'm sure that many of you have the Master Your Stripology Rulers book. If you are newer to the rulers, I highly recommend this book. This is what we call our Stripopedia. It has all of the conversion methods that I use to be able to use the rulers to save you lots of time and effort in making wonderful basic units like half square triangles, quarter square triangles, combination units, and flying geese. But also it has QR codes throughout, so any of those techniques, or even just cutting 1/4 inch increments, or squaring up blocks, or cutting 60-degree angles, they have QR codes throughout the book where you can scan them and takes you right to a video where I show you how to do it. So how many of you have this with your rulers at all time? I would love to hear that in the comments, because it's always by my side in my sewing room, so I just know that. All right.
Did you ever say what the answer was that Lynn gave?
Oh, I forgot. Lynn wants to go to New Zealand.
Oh, no, that's what's on her bucket list.
Lynn, sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah.
She wants to go to New Zealand.
Well,
so do I. That's on my list too.
Awesome.
My list of countries is very long though. So
where else you want to go? Never mind. Back to the show.
This show is too long. We do not have time for that
Back
one.
to the regularly scheduled program.
Well, okay. Any questions on the tip? I think that, lots and lots of folks that have the book by their side at all times. Oh, I love it. Love to hear that. That's always my goal with my books. I want them to be really usable and used over and over and over. And the goal with this book specifically, that's why I made those pages extra thick and durable, because you're going to be flipping through them a lot. Okay. Something that happened, of course, in September, our FanFest, our annual FanFest, which was fantastic. It feels like it was just a couple weeks ago, but it's been it's been 6-7 weeks.
Yeah. Fantabulous.
Maybe 5. I don't know. Time goes so fast. If you joined us this year, just a big thank you from our whole team and our family, because it really is, true to its word, FanFest. It feels like we're seeing family. Even though we may not have met you before, we've seen your names everywhere. We send you stuff, and we've seen you maybe on retreats and other things. So we really, really love having that opportunity at least once a year, and our team especially. Our team especially that doesn't go to the shows and stuff like that, they love being able to put faces to the names of the things they send to you.
Yeah.
So we just got some photos back, and I couldn't help myself to share some of those. We had a photographer going around the whole 5 days.
Yeah.
And we're just starting to sift through them. So here are just a few. And these are, first ones are from our classes that I had. Classes Wednesday and Thursday, and that was a ton of fun. We had Baby Lock sewing machine for everybody. This is from our tour. So we did a little warehouse tour on Friday that finished off with a live watch party for Happy Friday. So that was on day 3. We filled that studio to the brim.
Oh yeah, it's full.
Yeah. It was really fun. Of course, everybody got a little drink of the day.
Of course.
And yeah, that was a blast. Yeah, we had some Q&A there too. Fun Q&A before the show started.
Yeah.
Then, of course, was our gala Friday night, which was a blast. Lots of folks joined us. We were on 4 different levels in that room. We had our stage. We played bingo, and of course, then a big performance from Men of Motown.
Minneapolis Men of Motown special performance.
That was so fun. And of course, our very own Shade singing for us. So that was awesome. And then, of course, Saturday, the big day, tent sale opened. We had lots of great deals going on outside. We had lots of other tents and little presentations. And then the showroom was open, and they got to walk into the warehouse and shop, which was cool. And then this was kind of later in the day, but we did some dancing.
We did some dancing.
Yeah.
We featured the Quilter Shuffle.
The Quilter Shuffle.
Should we show a little bit of it?
Yeah, this goes with our very own Stripology song, Quilter's Paradise. And it is on Spotify. It's a published song and everything.
Yeah.
By Mr. HB.
Everybody's going to have to learn this one.
Yeah, so it's very simple steps. So let's check it out and see. Everybody got it.
Now the Quilter Shuffle has 4 moves. Number 1 is you pick the fabric. Number 2, you press the fabric. Now after you press it, you have got to cut it. After you cut it, you have to celebrate.
She designs what precision is alright. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Sewing in the moonlight. Measure once, cut twice.
Oh yeah! Quilter Shuffle, y'all! GEasy 2025!
Oh, that was a blast.
That was so fun, yes.
You got
So
to
much
learn
fun.
the Quilter Shuffle, everybody.
It's easy.
It's easy. 4
Take
moves.
the fabric, cut the fabric. No,
Press it,
press it,
pick
cut
it,
it.
press it, cut it, celebrate. Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Yeah, so we haven't announced the FanFest dates for next year yet, but we are going to give them to you earlier than we ever have so that you can really make plans. If you're planning some road trips this summer or gonna be in the area, you can kind of finagle the dates. It's so much fun. Okay, so another great event took place this weekend. We had our first session of our very first Stripology one-day virtual retreat. And it was a big, huge success.
Oh, yeah.
I am so excited. It's always when we put out something, I put out a new pattern and I teach people how to do it. And, you know, I'm kind of like waiting for the shoe to drop because you never know. And then when people just love it and had huge success making it, that was really, really, really awesome.
Someone said maybe tomorrow we can learn the Quilter Shuffle
Maybe.
live.
Maybe. Well, definitely, like the one-day retreat, it goes by really fast.
So fast.
For us, normally when we do our 3-day, we have 3 days to hang out together so we can revisit things and talk about things. But this went by so fast for us. Yes, this was really a sprint.
Yeah. 'Cause it's usually 3 days.
The 3-day is more like a 10K.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fantastic. So I loved it, but I thought we have our session 2 tomorrow. So a lot of you may be joining us tomorrow for a full day of fun making the Margot quilt. And so I thought we would share some photos that the retreaters posted in our retreat group. So this is all kinds of things. It's their little snacks, it's their outfits, it's their blocks, a lot of the blocks, block parts. So let's just take a look. Yes, as you may have guessed from the photos, so those of you that know our 3-day retreats, they're always a journey to different places. We travel to different places because we're doing it virtually. We can do whatever we want. So our 3-day retreat earlier this year, we went to Italy and Germany and Iceland. In the retreat boxes, there's always a little something that connects to the places that we go, and including a snack.
Will you still be doing the 3 days?
Of course. We already have reservations. So if you want to do an advanced reservation, which means that you get to choose your fabrics first, it's up there. So it's on the website. You can add your reservation. We have 2 sessions. They're going to be happening in early March this year, this next year, 26. But this 1-day retreat, we hopped back on our GEasy, so plain, and we went to France. Yes, Francais. And so everybody got some appropriate gear.
Prepare for landing.
And we got some Madeleines in our box. I'm
Nice.
saving one. I love these. If I go in, I go in. So I'm saving this one for tomorrow. I'm going to have it with the retreaters.
Nice.
But this was a great time. And thank you all for the Margot love. The quilt looks a lot harder than it is. And that's kind of a theme with my quilts, if you haven't done in many of my quilts. Oh, Vicky says her guild is doing a Stripology class. That's a great idea. If you have a guild or belong to a guild or a group or a sewing bee or anything like that, and you're looking to find interesting classes, make sure you check out our website and look at our certified instructors. They are all over the country, some even international, and many of them travel anywhere. So if you want to bring in an instructor, let's remind everybody, we have the Color Club giveaway still going on. There's a link in the description of our show. You could win 6 months of free Color Club. That is, of course, every month, 2 yards of fabric in a curated color. And so all you got to do is follow the link in that's connected to the show and sign up. Anybody can win. And we're announcing the winner on Friday. So if you haven't signed up yet, go ahead and do that.
Sorry, folks, we froze for a second, but we should be back.
Should be good?
Should be back. Internet gremlins.
Internet gremlins.
Yeah, they happen.
Okay, so then I wanted to, since talking about our subscription of Color Club, our quarterly subscription club, Goodies Bundle Club, shipped yesterday. So if you're a subscriber, a new bundle is coming your way. Now, this one was the July bundle. It ships every 3 months. Now, these bundles are personally curated by me. I will feature a collection of fabric, and I always add some basics to balance it out. We actually make 3 different quilts out of this fabrics for you to see what it really looks like in a quilt. I know a lot of you have been subscribers for a long time. We're in our 3rd year of Bundle Club, which is so much fun. I really try to do something different every time. So for example, we had these beautiful earthy greens and browns and taupes in June. So it'll be something different.
Yellow signal means. Yellow signal means. Right.
I think we're back to red.
Red now. Frozen.
Okay,
Okay. You should be good.
that should be good now.
Yeah.
We try to pause when we know that the internet connection is iffy so that you don't miss a thing. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going here. We were talking about Bundle Club, and I was talking about how we have spots open. If you do subscribe today, you will get, not this bundle, you will get the newest one sent to you. And then the next one will be January. So every 3 months, on the 20th of the month, we ship. Very exciting. Okay. Not the cutting mats. The wool pressing mats are that we introduced last week are going gangbusters. A lot of you are pre-ordering, and we've been working with our manufacturers. And we're excited that everything is on track. You know, we got to keep our fingers crossed, but hopefully we will still be able to deliver those mats in December. So keeping our fingers crossed that no weird things happen, which is pretty common these days. But very excited, and thank you so much for receiving everything I do so well. We really appreciate it. Another thing that we kicked off this last week, that was our Tilda sew-alongs. So the Tilda Dear Santa quilt and the Tilda Winter Birds. We kicked off the sew-along during our Perfect Pair show. So Kara and Nancy have their Perfect Pair show once a month, and I snuck in there with a little bit on kicking off these sew-alongs. So the Dear Santa quilt, here's the photo of it. This is the one with the stone plaid background, and then we also had it in the putty white background. And here is the schedule. So how we're gonna do this. This last week, the homework is just to get your fabrics cut. Whether you get it all cut or not, I shared some organizational tips. So then next month on November 20th, we want to tackle the trees. So we're kind of breaking both quilts down into more manageable pieces. These types of projects are great to do over time because they are very tedious. They're small pieces sometimes. And if you're anything like me, I can do that only for so long. So it's fun to tackle it in smaller pieces and then do something else in between and then hit it again next month. So we're breaking it down into more manageable pieces. So you can always go back and watch that Perfect Pair show. If you go to our YouTube channel, it's all organized there for you, and find that show and I'll show you how I organize my cut pieces. There are a lot of pieces. There's a lot of pieces in that Dear Santa quilt. So I'll be back on the next Perfect Pair show with that first part of both quilts. Okay, one more reminder before I show you some fabric. The Echoes of Iceland quilt and block of the month that we are kicking off early next year. This one, you were able to do a pre-order, a pre-registration, pre-reservation, I should say, for the whole thing that we, just to make sure that we had enough kits for everybody. The whole package was the kit, the backing kit, the piece backing kit, the printed book, and then the video classes, which include also the PDF patterns. So you'll have both versions. This one, we sent you an email to go finish your purchase. You should do that. A lot of you have done that. If you know you're not going to be purchasing it, we really appreciate you letting us know, because I know there's a lot of people that want those kits. We only have a limited amount. So please check your emails.
Slight pause for the cause. Slight pause for the cause.
Yeah, slight pause. I don't want to show you fabric before.
Okay, it's red.
It is red.
Go, hurry.
This looks better, doesn't it? This looks better, doesn't it? It's this beautiful dark navy base, almost like with a little bit of teal. I love the little turquoise colors in here, and then just a little bit of that yellow, that peachy yellow in there. So we have some, like I said, it's kind of an ombre feeling of these prints. Next up is another floral. Look at this gorgeousness. Beautiful, some dandelions, some seeds, and still just those blue deep colors with that gold in there. Really pretty. And then we have something calmer. Little blue texture, and it's actually little leaves and flowers in the texture, but different shades of that blue. And then we have a little bit of a tone on tone. I love this print. This line is by Kimberly Enmo, I do believe, or at least that print. And then we have that same print in a lighter color. So lighter blues, you can see like this ombre happening. Lighter blues, a little bit of green in here. Then we have more of the kind of dandelion seeds. Maybe there are other kinds of seeds, but again, going into lighter, more of the light blue and a little lavender tone. Another great floral, check this one out, a little bit larger. So a little bit of blue in the back, but mostly all these different hues of light yellows, little gold, little blush colors, and peach. So pretty. And then we have that same tone-on-tone print in the green, bringing out all the greens. And going lighter and lighter, that ombre effect that I was talking about. Beautiful, another floral that's very like lighter, a little more vague. And finishing off with just a very subtle print. There's almost like a little cloud texture on here, but these are more lavender hues, just beautiful hues, perfect for the lightest value in these fabrics. So this is the collection, so 10 pieces. And I went the ombre effect here in my fabric pull with it, starting with the darkest, which is almost like this is retro stitched charcoal, but it has a lot of blue to it, so it worked perfectly with these deeper, darker teal tones. And then I went, again, with the blues that have a little bit of teal to it. This is thatched coastal. So again, a little bit deeper, pulling out all those deeper tones of blue. Bumbleberry's Cornish blue works great with this tone of, in this print here. It just looks like it fits perfectly. And then I loved a little bit of brighter to match with this color. This is Nitty Gritty Cornflower. And look, it has some green in it. So you can pull from some of the other greens in the line. And so using that in there would be great. Some of the lighter blue tones, I pulled another new one, Crimp. And this color is called Bayou. Has a little bit of a aqua, so a little bit of green in there. So does this brand new Bumbleberries Duck Egg. I love this one. I love the more contrast in these newer Bumbleberries. And then for that icy blue, I pulled another new glaze. This is called Ice. So a nice light blue with some dark navy specks, darker blue specks. Beautiful. Then for a little bit of green, we pulled a dry brush matcha for some of the lighter sagey tones. And for the little bit of a darker ones, I chose the Surface Design in the moss. Really pretty and works perfectly with everything without being too harsh and overwhelming the rest of the fabrics. So then for that lightest tone, if you wanted to go very subtle, this is Suede in the cream. So a very subtle addition if you wanted to maybe pull this out and add some background. Or if you wanted to mix more, I also pulled the Flora Elements Winter Wheat because it has that yellow in the flowers. So it really works like it was meant to be in with these fabrics. So those are the main pulls. And then I thought, you know, if I wanted to use it all and have a background, I would probably just go a little darker like linen because some of these lighter fabrics would work really well on a little bit darker. But it also pulls out some of the colors in the flowers. And then for a little, I'm not going to call it a sharp focus print, but different tone. This is Grunge Moutarde. This is a newer color, but it is a perfect gold for these tones of gold. So nothing too harsh. It's gonna stand out, but not too crazy. So you can decide how much of a contrast you want. Otherwise, this is fantastic. So this is Forest Whisper by Timeless Treasures. my next bundle that I'm going to show you is a unique one because it is a panel. This is only half of it. Let me see. So it is a 24-inch wide panel, very artsy. This is, of course, by Stephanie Brandenburg of Fran Designs. This is for Northcutt. She's designing for Northcutt. So this would be the width. This is the top of it with the butterflies and this beautiful color. And then it goes a little wider and darker on the bottom. So a little bit of an ombre feel. It's called Transcendence, this line. And it's really, we decided to include the panel. Here you can see how it's lighter on the top, on the sides, and then it goes darker. So we decided to put it together in a bundle, but it's really only 4 fabrics. So it is the panel, and this is the type of panel, you can use it as a panel or you can cut it up. It's so cool. I love it. And lots of color. If you've been looking for color, this one is your jam. So I gotta show this kind of differently. Let me figure out a way to show this. It's tricky when we only have so much. So I'm gonna show this side and like that. How about that? Then we have 3 prints, 1 yard of each because they have so much color and so much texture. And look at this. So this is the first one. So you get a full yard of this. Beautiful texture. I feel like it's inspired from like the wings of a butterfly. And then you have a little bit of different color. So here, this one, you have more of that yellow and lime green. And on the other side, it's a little more subtle. So if you cut this up any which way, you're gonna make your quilt look like you have multiple different fabrics in there. So this is the second, so 1 yard of this. The panel is not quite a yard. It is 20, it's two-thirds of a yard. Then the third fabric is another yard, larger scale, but again, same type of ombre feel. So you'll start on this side of the selvage with these beautiful aquas into the greens, and then you go on to the other side and you get these gorgeous oranges on the side and then into the blues and the purples. It is art. I mean, literally this fabric is art. So it's really hard to show, and it's really hard to just cut it up too much because this way it's much more usable for you. And the last one is a true rainbow ombre, selvage to selvage. So you'll see it is similar on both sides. It goes from the selvage, red, into orange, into yellow, and then the greens, blue, and purple on all sides. So how fun is this for bindings and borders and anything? So again, you get all of this, a yard of the 3 fabrics, and the panel in this bundle, how we put it together. Because that was a tricky one, and I didn't want to leave anything out. I wanted to give you enough so you'll have variety. But of course, I have a great pull for you if you wanted to bring in some basics. And literally, I went with a rainbow. Now, if you wanted a background for this, because of the panel is pretty white, I would go full on white. This is dry brush, white on white. So that's what you would put if you wanted to expand on the white here. But that's what I just added here because everything else is full on color. So let me start over here with this lighter blue. This is Retro Stitch Powder, another new line that we have. And I love this hue going with these blues in here. And then we have different shades of blue throughout. So Glaze Midnight has almost this royal blue, but deep and light tones of it. Love that with some of these. This was so fun doing this poll, I swear. It was really, really fun. And then we have a blue tone that has more purple in it, a little bit more lavender. This is Glaze Nightshade. So you'll see some of these tones will have that more of the purples in there. So this one was a perfect fit. Then there's the purples that have more amethyst. This is canvas amethyst, so a bluer, redder purple. So added that here. And then there's the little plum. So this is nitty gritty in the plum, different shades of plum. And I also try to pick textures that work with these artsy fabrics. So that one is great with the plum hues. Then let's go in the warm. So I had to find a good red because there are some really bright reds in there. So I found the Surface Design Scarlet, another new collection of ours. That's perfect with all these reds. So look at this beautiful red and these warmer reds in here. That went great with those. And then there's some great oranges. So I brought in another glaze in the flame, that little dark reddish orange. That looks awesome in here. And then one of our Color Club colors from not just a couple months ago, Vibe Orange. I love this, especially for the texture, and it has some of the gold and orange and red in it. So I love that in here. Going into our greens, I had to do almost an emerald green, so I pulled a grunge leprechaun. I love this one, a new grunge, but a great, almost an emerald green. And then, of course, all the limes, canvas chartreuse. Doesn't get any better than this, matching these beautiful lime colors. And last but not least, canvas bumblebee. So the golds in here, the yellows, are really rich and bright, so this worked perfectly to match up with those. Even though it looks more green next to this one, once you put it next to the yellows, it's gonna pull all those yellow tones out. So this is Transcendence by Fran Design for Northcott Fabrics. Isn't this gorgeous? I love when I find something super unique and inspiring. Now, of course, this panel works with a lot of our patterns in the panel mashup book. So it's a 24-inch panel.
Perfect.
It's so cool, so cool. Okay, that's our fabric for today. And next up is our giveaway question. So all you gotta do is answer this question in the comments. You're automatically entered for a giveaway. And this one was fun. What food is delicious to you, but a pain to eat? We would love to hear it.
Whoa.
And then put it in the comments, your answer, and then we'll draw from those comments next week. Now, what would that be for you? It's like crab.
Crab.
You have to work really hard to get to the good stuff. Lobster, like Icelandic lobster, it's best it comes in the shell.
Some good chicken wings is kind of like...
Chicken wings, you get all sticky and yeah, like the barbecue, like chicken wings or ribs or something, but delicious. I would say for me, corn on the cob.
Yeah.
Like it's so good, fresh corn on the cob, Minnesota corn, but eating it off the cob, like I get so irritated with all of that stuff in my teeth. I can't do it. I have to cut it off first.
Yeah.
That's old age for you.
I think crab legs for everybody, is it?
Is that the common answer? Oh, I was hoping for something better. Actually, one
ribs.
other thing
Yeah.
that I love, and that is like artichokes, like
Yeah.
the fresh artichokes.
Yep.
They're so good, but picking that stuff apart. Yeah, oh, she said artichokes.
Because you want to try to get everything and you
Oh,
can't.
yeah. Scraping it, yeah. But it's so good.
Trying to get all up in there. I want to get all this.
I love it. So this is fun.
How about something really hot?
Oh, it's spicy, yeah. It's one of those, it's really good, but it is a challenge. So like if we say it's a pain, it's painful sometimes, but
Right.
it's so good.
So good.
So good. So let us know in the comments. We'd love to flip through your answers. And then we'll have our winner next week on our Tipsy Tuesday show. That is going to be October 28th. 4 p.m. Central Time, and it's going to be our 9th and final Dangerous block. Don't worry, next month in November, we'll have some finishing ideas for you and the pattern for the 2 different finishes that I did for my original 2 quilts. Maybe a third, you never know, if I have some time to work on mine.
Yeah.
But then we have, coming up next week, there will not be, or this week, there will not be a One Yard Wednesday tomorrow. We have our one-day retreat tomorrow, so no One Yard Wednesday. Jody has been on vacation, so we decided to push it off to another week. Warehouse has been really busy. So next One Yard Wednesday will be the following week. But we'll be back on Friday. Happy Friday, coming up October 24th at 12 p.m. Central Time.
Sure enough.
So that's our show for today. I'm sorry about the internet troubles and the freezing, but you can always go back and watch the recording on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel to do that.
It's not going to show up, sorry.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Step into the groove, it's the place to stay. GE Designs got the Stripology way. Quilting with the beat, you feel that heat. We're the rulers of the strips, every inch so neat. Lay your fabric here, lay it right here. Cut it right there, cut it right there. Precision in the rhythm can't help but stare. From morning to night we cut and we care. Every quilt a masterpiece, nothing can compare. Home of the Stripology, feel that vibe. GE Designs where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Quilters paradise, sewing in the moonlight. Measure once, cut twice, that's the funky rule. Stripology magic, yeah. It's hella cool. Turn that fabric loose, make it strut and stroll. We're jamming with the quilts in control. Oh, everybody now, lift up those strips, Feel the stripology, adding flair to your life. From edge to edge, we groove through the night. Sew it up, show it off with a glorious sight. Home of the Stripology, feel that vibe. GE Designs where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Quilters paradise, sewing in the moonlight.